Let's go here, and it's time to talk about Mushoku Tensei. And it seems school life, family life are over now, and Rudy has to go again on a big journey. And I'm sure everybody has been waiting for this. A lot of people complaining with the previous arc, the family, and everything. But honestly, I think how much characterization and character development we got in that arc has more than been worth it. And considering that Mushoku is the story of a life and everything encompassing that, I love that arc. But I also like this part of Mushoku so much, the journey, the quest, focusing on something and seeing more of the world. And in this case, we have them going to save Zenith, but also with the big price, having to leave behind their families and the people they care for, at least at the start. But we're gonna get into that and see. Now we have Rudy and Elina Liz both making the decision to go together, and apparently they thought it's gonna take 8 months both ways, back and forth, so 16 months in total for the journey to Begarit. Like, that's gonna be around 2 years. Even Rudy said it, and probably gonna miss the birth of his child, but also having to deal with Elena Liss's curse and saying he won't help her with that. That's a lot of development even for Rudy, even though this episode almost he gave in, but we're gonna get into that. Now, I have to give credit to Elena Liss. She was probably the best part of this episode, honestly. I'm so happy she is getting so much attention after the reveal between her and Sylphie. She's such a great character, and she has to talk to Cliff. And Rudy told her, "Hey, have a proper conversation with him. Don't just abandon him and break up with him." And I'm so glad she listened to him. And here we have Rudy even going to talk to Nanahoshi. She was a bit shocked, to say the least, considering how much she wants to get back home, but she was kind of the key to making this journey at least shorter. She still had the map of the teleportation circles, she hid it, but now she tells Rudy where they are, so it's gonna cut the trip very, very short. Like, it's gonna take them 1 month only back and forth, or 2 months there using the teleportation circles, but they're gonna have to keep it hidden because the governments and everybody else doesn't really like it. And I'm curious why, though. Like, these teleportation circles, they could be very useful. So is this just trying to control the people? Is there a drawback to using them, considering even with the teleportation incident, could they cause something else? But we're gonna get a bit into that more when they actually get to using them, because something very interesting happened when they use them. But Rudy also has to say goodbye to his family, basically. He goes to talk to Sylphie, Norn, and Aisha, and Sylphie is one of the most supportive persons that you could ever ask for. She was so willing to support Rudy, to be there for him, accept that he made that decision, even though it hurt her and she had to put up with a lot. She didn't show any of it, but Sylphie is just an awesome person here. And even though she was worried when she heard the teleportation, considering what both of them have gone through, Rudy reassures her and promises her he will be back, and which I hope everything is gonna be okay. But I have a feeling there's gonna be some heavy prices being paid. I don't know if it's gonna be on the Zenith Paul side and Elina Liz with Rudy, or something is gonna happen with the family back home, but the other shoe is going to drop. I don't know in which side. There's gonna be something. That there's a lot of flags here, even that dinner with the entire family being around, so there's gonna be pain, no doubt. There's going to be pain here, and I'm very worried. I'm so attached to the characters and the world here. But he was suggesting, hey, let's pick a name for the baby if I'm not back by then. So apparently it's bad luck to do that here, but they make kind of a deal. If he's not back by then, they're gonna name him Rudius Jr. So yeah, saying goodbyes to Aisha, Norn, giving them some advice there, and I love them. I do hope Norn is gonna be okay. Also, Aisha, she's that tough girl, but she's also very emotional inside. And Norn, she had probably the best episode yet that we have had in Mushoku Tensei. this season, her episode and Rudy's there were amazing. Make sure to check out those videos also. This series is great for character developments, not just the world building and the fantasy aspect here, but also after that having to say their goodbyes. And I like the small moments between Cliff and Elinali. She was so guilty about being willing to leave him behind, but he completely ignored her like nothing happened. Like, yeah, that's okay, when you get back we're gonna get married, it doesn't matter anything. She was like, okay, okay, okay. He killed her with kindness, basically, and that got me a bit emotional. Cliff is a giga chad, what he did there, and they finally set out on the journey. I'm like, damn, that's an absolute unit of a horse. Like, holy shit, that horse is big, that carried them up to the point they had to reach. So yeah, but Sylphie and everybody behind, I do hope they're gonna be okay here. Now, they find the seal around the teleportation circle, they break it. I don't know if that chant means something bigger with the dragons and everything. Maybe the light novel readers, you can tell me if they left out any details. Don't give any spoilers, don't tell me, hey, this is gonna mean something later on, or if it's so far up to the point, don't spoil anything here. But that chant was really good there to break that seal. And they go into this ancient ruin slash labyrinth. They find a teleportation circle. And thanks to Rudy having that book that he found back when he was researching them back with Fitz, they find out that it goes both ways. And here is where I'm really curious. They actually use it, it works. They go on the other side, but they decide to also test it to make sure they can go back from where they came. And Elinalis is willing to take the risk just to protect Rudy, but it takes a while for her to come back. And while Rudy was waiting, he finds something curious. Orsted's clothes, and I'm like, are those really Orsted clothes, or at least they looked like that? And when are we gonna see Orsted again? I kinda miss him, and I'm kinda curious what's going to happen when Rudy and Orsted come face to face again, considering that Orsted instantly attacked when he heard about the man god, and maybe now with Nanahoshi kinda bridge at least between them a bit. I do hope they're gonna have a conversation and Orsted doesn't kill Rudy again, but I do wanna see him. He's one of the most important, bigger characters that we have in the series, one of the big shots here. But this is why I'm curious with the teleportation circles. Elinalis comes back, but there was a duration there. It wasn't instant, so there's a time lag. What's the drawback for these circles? That everybody wants to keep them hidden? Are they gonna cause another incident? Does it kind of take away at your life? I don't know, maybe that time lag. Do you still make the journey but you don't realize it once you go through the teleportation circle? What exactly is the price? I'm really curious. There is something there. Maybe I'm overthinking this, I don't know, but the time lag and everybody wanting to keep them hidden, we'll have to wait and see. But then we have the desert. Damn, it looks great. Like the way it looked, the designs there and everything. I love how it looks. That Arabian Nights feeling, Aladdin a bit, and the music was awesome once they went outside in the desert. And it's hot as fuck, to say the least. Of course, it's a desert. Or else would it be? But I love the atmosphere here. It feels like, first, when I started the series, I fell in love with this journey aspect for it when Rudy went into the demon continent, and this is one of the reasons why I love the series so much. Things like this fantastic quest journey, in a way, and having a very important goal here. But throughout the trip, Rudy was horny when they set up camp, and he almost went for Linalis, but he stopped himself just as she mentioned Cliff's name while dreaming. But can you blame him? Linalis is hot as fuck. But he's still Rudy, so he's always horny permanently, even more probably after fixing his ED. And he decides to go outside, and he sees, damn, out of Lost also. That's a very, very hot girl, but like that's bait. That there has to be a hallucination, a monster or something. Then it turns out it's in fact a monster, and Elina Lee saves him from a succubus, and she kills it, saying she doesn't like the smell. Like, she's very, very good at what she's doing. Not just the horny part. Like, she's great as an adventurer. There, she has the experience, everything, and Rudy was still horny. Has to use the device from Cliff more than Elena Liz, it seems. I was laughing so much, him holding the chastity belt there, detoxifying himself, and Elena Liz teasing. She's great. She's great. And I think they make great companions for a journey. And throughout their fighting that giant scorpion, great combination between them. Also, giant desert turtle behind them. They didn't fight it. They kind of went alongside it in a way. Fighting this Oasis city looked great. Reminds me a bit if you guys ever played Black Desert, the desert zone into the game. Quite a lot similar to that. Then Elena Lish still, the device from Cliff helps her, but doesn't stop the horniness. She still has to go manhunting, as she put it there. Then during the trip, they almost get caught by Griffons, Rudy especially, thanks to Elena Lish warning him. He dodges it, and they have to fight them. Two of them, 1 versus 1. Rudy takes care of one of them, kind of skewers it and roasts it at the same time. And Elena Lish stops one for Rudy to skewer it again. So they have great combination, and she's kind of like the front line. He's the powerhouse from the back, casting magic there. She's kind of like the tank a bit, and she has the experience here. So great combo between them, covering each other's weaknesses here and catching up a bit with even reminiscing about Zenith. I do hope we get more flashbacks, hopefully between the Paul's party, Zenith, Ghislaine there, what happened between. There's a lot of drama there, and Rudy saying that Paul wanted to apologize to Alina Liz. Probably some love triangle and whatever happened between them, kind of the same way as the series started and how Rudy got a sister. Paul was a shitty person also, let's not go around bushes here. And she won't forgive him. Like, no matter what, she won't forgive him. But they finally reach their destination, the Rapan, where they had to end up, and that city looks great, especially with the huge bones around, like a dragon or something. I don't know what it is, but this is just the beginning of the journey here, and I'm worried for both sides, or three sides, honestly, because we have Rudy and Elena Liz. I hope nothing happens along the journey. Then they reach there, and then when they reach there, I hope they save Zenith and nothing bad happens. But also, Rudy's not there to protect his family and everybody back at school, so I'm worried about that also. But I'm happy. This is what all of the complainers have been saying, like, where's the action, where's the main plot, where's everything? We spend way too much time on the school. But that was great, but I'm also happy. I like this aspect of Mushoku so much here with this journey and quest. But I'm curious, what do you guys thought about the episode? What do you think is going to happen? No spoilers. And what was your favorite moment from this episode? And as always, thank you very much for watching. I can't wait for next week. Make sure you like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Mushoku. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.